All right. What's up? What's up? I am here. Let's see if the gram gonna let me be great. All right. Look like the gram gonna let me be great today, y'all. And YouTube. What's up? What's up? All right. We on the gram. We on YouTube. We on the book. Time to get to it. All right. One more again. Got one more thing. Let's see. What's up? How you guys doing? All right. All right. So let's get it kick. Let's get it cracking. So right off the cuff. All right. So I don't know how much of the Grammys you guys watched last night or not, but I will tell you from the little bit that I caught, two things that I caught. If nothing else from the Grammys, there are two things that I caught from the Grammys last night that caught my attention. One, I knew Taylor Swift was up to something. I knew she had some album or something. So this ain't gonna be the only one. After your boy Travis do whatever he do, and they go their second way, she's gonna have a heartbreak album. So be ready for it. And I think maybe the league probably want her as a halftime show performance. So I knew it was something. But the main thing is the main thing. At the end of the day, Jay-Z. I want to know, what do you guys take on Jay-Z in regards to his take on, his speech? Some people felt like it was long. I love what he did, and I'm not even a Jay-Z fan. So here's my take on the Jay-Z speech. And again, I'm not even a Jay-Z fan like that, but you got to respect certain individuals. When they do what they do, you got to respect it. So with the whole Jay-Z thing, oh, what's up, y'all? Y'all doing? Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hold on. I'm gonna get back to Jay-Z. I got that new mug, y'all. So I'm gonna be rotating coffee mugs out. So cheers to you. Thanks for joining, having coffee with Leo. I also got my water. If you ain't got your water, get your water. Pause for the calls. Let me see who on here before I deep dive into this Jay-Z thing. And you got your did you knows, your affirmations, all of that good stuff. Let me see something. All right. Well, it ain't showing me our comment. So leave a comment, communicate. Morning, Liz. Hey, y'all, Liz be on it. Liz be on it. I appreciate you. So back to what I was talking about. So if you didn't check out the Grammys last night, the one thing that I take away from the Grammys was Jay-Z. And what I loved about the Jay-Z thing was that man, he held his wife down. You know what I'm saying? He showed his daughter what it is. And Blue Ivy, she did look uncomfortable, as he said, while she was up there looking uncomfortable, whatever. But that's not a knock on Blue Ivy. So Blue Ivy wasn't old enough to really see, what really transpired. And he gave some occurrences throughout the history of the Grammys. It's just like the Oscars, you know what I'm saying? The Grammys and the Oscars typically get it wrong. And they need to get better at how they vote, how they bring things into fruition. I think he did an amazing job. And above all, it was kind of one of those things whereas him drinking out of the Grammy and whatever at the celebration, it was one of those things whereas you don't get, just like the hip hop awards. If you look back at the hip hop awards 50 years, KRS and several artists didn't show up. They didn't participate. They say after all of these years, execs and so on and so forth, you want to dictate how the hip hop, who's who in hip hop. You didn't acknowledge us before, so all of a sudden now we supposed to be all excited because you acknowledge us. So that's one of those things. Whereas knowing who you are and taking authority of who you are is at the all-time height. So I love how artists from the Hip Hop Awards stood their ground and they didn't give power to the execs and authorities to say, look, man, we've been acknowledged each other. We don't need you to acknowledge us. And that's what Jay-Z was doing.
Yeah, they do need to recognize more. And that's what Jay-Z was saying. Like, look, okay, you finally got it. And at the end, one of the things that he said at the end of his speech, and I want you guys to take note of this. This man said, until they give you, just keep showing up. This is what Jay-Z said. And again, I'm not even, Jay-Z's fan, but his closing to his speech was fire. This man said, just, just in life, keep showing up until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve. Now, he gave his accolades. Place your accolades in the parentheses of everything he said about him and finally getting it. Then he say, you feel me. Now, I'm gonna say I do, because at the end of the day, what you grinding for, and what you working hard for, you don't need a regional, a district manager, a president, a CEO, your peers. You don't necessarily need them to validate you in that moment. But over time, if you put your head down, you grind, you put the work in, you study, you research, you add, and sharpen your tools, eventually they don't have no choice but to acknowledge how dope you are. You know what I'm saying? And they got to acknowledge, game recognized game. They gonna see it. So Jay-Z called the Grammys out time and time again. And one more note before I push off of that. When he acknowledged his wife to say that she got plenty of Grammys, but not Album of the Year, and for all of you Beyonce fans or whatever the case may be, I'm not gonna hate on her. I do believe she should have got Album of the Year. Out of all of these years, she definitely should have had Album of the Year at least once. So, and with his daughter, I love how they gave their daughter rights over music and certain things that she does. They give her credit on albums, and man, the way that they're setting that young lady up, and she's learning the game firsthand from two of the goats in the industry is amazing. So, shout out to Jay-Z and B, and yeah, he did. I agree, he did that. And so I can be a hater sometimes. I wasn't on the bandwagon with Kobe. I wasn't on the bandwagon with Jay-Z, and some other folks. But when they do their thug thizzle, when they do what they do, I gotta acknowledge it. So salute Jay-Z. I'm proud of you. You did your thing, and that's how you handle business with people that don't look like us. That's what's up. What you say? Uh, yes, she should have gotten it. Beyonce should have gotten album of the year by now. And I don't even listen to Beyonce like that. However, game recognized game. The woman is cold. She's an amazing artist. Honestly, to me, she's almost like the female version of Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? She does some amazing things. Anything else outside of Illuminati, all this stuff, I don't get deep into that. I don't do enough research, but I recognize talent and gifts when I see it. And so shout out to Jay-Z and B. You know what I'm saying? They did their thing. All right. So I'm going to move on off of that. So for all you Beehive fans, just know when I do say something, just know I gave her flowers. I gave Jay his flowers. All right. We're going to be even when I come back on that. So, all right. I got a treat for you. Instead of jumping right into the did you know and the affirmations, 5 benefits of laughter. All right. We at the top of the week, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's Monday. All right. So Monday being Monday, some of y'all don't like Mondays. It's the beginning of the work week. And so I got something for you. 5 uh 5 things about benefits of laughter. All right. I think I got that right. Yes. 5 benefits of laughter. So I want to give you this treat early in the morning, get your day kicked off right, get you smiling, and let you know this is how you start your Mondays off. This is how you start your week off. So number one thing about laughter, all right, it's a stress reduction. Laughter triggers and releases endorphins, y'all, which helps alleviate tension. So if it's Monday and you got the Mondays out already, you got tension built up and whatnot, and you don't even want to go into the office, whatever the case may be, understand. Listen to Steve Harvey Morning Show, something. Don't listen to him while you supposed to be listening to me. All right. But nephew Tommy be having me cracking up when he be doing his pranks. You know what I'm saying? And that's something where it's good. That's a segment that if it went over your head while they do the pranks and everything, just look at it this way. Laughter actually wakes you up. just like drinking water. So when you roll out the bed in the morning, grab you some water, get you a good swig. You're gonna feel your brain wake up, and I actually do feel my brain waking up at times. So get a swig of water. You know what I'm saying? Put on some good music or whatever, and then once you get riding, listen to something that's gonna give you a good laughter at times. So if you're feeling low in energy, laugh. All right. Number 2, pain relief. Now this one I didn't know. So just like in one, it lets you know, but I did not know that in many cases that it's a pain reliever. You know what I'm saying? Um, don't go nowhere. I did one of them oopsies. Let me put this charger on. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. But it is a pain reliever. I keep talking while we do this. So that was one thing that I didn't know about laughing, that the endorphins releases a chemical within your body that at the end of the day, it does release temporary pain relief. So it ain't gonna be, you still need to take some aspirin or ibuprofens or something like that. And that's just temporary as well. So get to the root of whatever the pain is. But I didn't realize laughter could do that. I looked into it, and sure enough, laughter can give you a relief that takes your mind off of things. So laugh a little. All right. Number 3, my bad, about laughing. Enhanced immune system. And increasing the production of the immune cells and activating immune responses. So I'm telling y'all, get you a good laugh in. Let's go. Number 4, social connection. Now, laughing is good for social connection. If nothing else, understand this. When you're in a group and when you're in the circle, there's always somebody who's not funny that wants to make people laugh. And then there's also people who are jealous of people who can make people laugh naturally. All in all, there's nothing like being around a social setting if you can't enjoy a good laugh. That's one of the things that actually bring you guys together. If somebody's draining your energy, you're avoiding them. But if they make you smile and they make you laugh, you always remember how a person make you feel. Rarely do you remember exactly the words they say, but you remember how they make you feel. So make somebody else laugh and connect with people that's going to help you laugh. So it improves social connections. All right. And 5 things about laughter. You know what I'm saying? 5 benefits of laughter is what we're talking about. Improve cardiovascular health. I didn't know this one either. Improve blood vessels function and increase the production of nitric oxide and better heart health. All right. So that was 5 benefits of laughter. So if nothing else, if you didn't know about this early in the morning, again, I don't know all the talk shows, but I do know I've listened to Nephew Tommy a time or two, and just listening to that man had me busting the gut. It was good. Now, I'm going to drop this nugget on you. If you have a loved one, a family member, somebody down and low, you know what I'm saying? Watch a movie. We're in a time where there are certain movies that come on Netflix, Tubi, all of that. Watch some old classics, you know what I'm saying? I'm always pulling up a movie that I know is going to make me laugh. And it's some movies that I've seen probably 5, 10, 20 umpteen times. That movie still had me bugging up. I guarantee you, I could put on Harlem Night. I could put on Life. I could put on Come to America. I could put on some old classics. And at the end of the day, I'm going to bust a gut like it's my first time watching that movie. And I won't say goofy and silly like that, but I am. All right. So laugh today. Do something to make yourself laugh. It's good for your mental. It's good for your health. It's good for your family, your friends, and those around you. And if you got somebody in the hospital or whatever the case may be, think about it that way. Nursing home, think of something, not laughing till they hurt their rib cage, but a good laugh goes a long way. So that was a treat for Monday to get you kicked off in the right way and on to our regular scheduled program. Did you know segment? All right. So did you know? These did you know facts are going to vary. And because it's February, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to give additional Black historical facts and some that are not absolutely Black historical facts. I mixed it up today. But more importantly, it's something about knowledge. It's something about learning something new every day. And that's what this show is about. Coffee with Leo. Spiritual, mental, lifestyle, balance. And we can't grow if we stay in the same space. If we don't add something to our tool belt, how can we grow? So these are just quick bullet points, and you can go do a little more research. However, let's start with some presidents and then to some other factors. All right. So did you know Abraham Lincoln was 6'4"? All right, making him the tallest U.S. president. Now I know y'all thought I was gonna go a different direction with Abraham Lincoln, with what he did for our people or what he didn't do, but now we're gonna say that for another time. I'm a little jealous because I'm only 6'1" on a good day, and this man was 6'4". You know what I'm saying? I wanted Abraham Lincoln used to hoop. You know what I'm saying? I know it wasn't created then, but they had to have something going on, for tall folks. But for that time in life, that was pretty tall. You know what I'm saying? All right. Did you know James Garfield, another president, was the first left-handed president. He was also the 20th president. Is anybody on here able to name all the presidents numerically or alphabetically? I knew some kids that can do that when we was younger. I wonder what they're doing today. I couldn't do it. And so I'm not sure how far in life you're going to get being able to name all of them, but I still can't do it. So did you know Mildred Fillmore, the 13th president, was the first president to have a stepmother? I put bonus mom in there because I don't like the term step. If I'm ever married again and my wife happen to have kids, I'm not a stepdad. I'm a bonus dad. There's nothing about step about me. Either I'm a dad or I'm not. Either she's a mom or she's not. So I replaced it with bonus mom. So looks like traditionally they had both parents married or whatever the case may be. All right, moving along. Bob Marley. Bop, 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 bop. All right. Did you know the legendary reggae musician Bob Marley was also a lover of soccer? All right. And I want to put this out. I put Bob Marley on there because he has a movie. There's a movie coming out about him, a biopic. And this biopic was produced with his family, more importantly, Ziggy Marley. You know what I'm saying? So this comes out February 14th, y'all. So make sure, if nothing else, somewhere around February 14th, I know some of y'all going to be booed up, whatnot. Some of us, ain't got to boo like that just yet to go, celebrate love. All right. February 14th, celebrate love. All right. So if you're not celebrating love, date yourself on February 14th and go see the release of Bob Marley. I believe it's going to have some additional influential moments about it. And more importantly, just in my reading, I love how Bob Marley took hold of his reggae nature and whatnot, and his Christianity. You know what I'm saying? So Bob Marley was one of them brothers where he wasn't just basic. You know what I'm saying? He took both his Rastafarian roots, his Christian roots, and in his songs, he sing about both of them. But more importantly, he was an activist. He was singing about political matters, people matters. And if you really listen to his songs, it almost sounds like he was another version of Jesus himself. A lot of stuff that you heard Jesus say in the Bible, my man Bob Marley sang about. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are, on edge about his Rastafarian roots in Christianity. And if you get out the religious mindset and listen, you really see that brother did a whole lot of biblical principles that the Bible taught. So big shout out to Bob Marley. I encourage you, go check that movie out. February 14th is the release of his biopic produced by his own family and his son, Ziggy Marley. That's what's up. All right. Did you know Pele? Pele was a legendary Brazilian football player. All right. Football over there is soccer. In America, we call football. You know what I'm saying? So Brazil and over there, Caribbean, all of that is soccer. But did you know Pele wasn't his real name? And I put it at the bottom. I don't want to disrespect his name. I do see Edson Arantes Do. I'm gonna try that last one. I tried it and I messed it up. But hey, Pele wasn't his real name. Actually, it came from his childhood, and somebody messed up his real name, and the name just stuck with him. But the brother is so legendary. He's won world championships. You cannot talk about soccer without talking about Pele. You have some recent legends right now, and hey, give them their flowers. You cannot talk about soccer without talking about Pele. Now, that's another one. If you ever get to see the most recent biopic movie, that's an amazing movie. I believe this Bob Marley is going to be on the level of Pele. If you haven't watched Pele, oh my goodness, I'm telling you, it's amazing. That's one of those you have to see it. And so it was one that I actually watched at least 3 to 5 times because just reading about him and whatnot just didn't do enough justice for Pele. You know what I'm saying? So those were some historical factors, some did you know, giving homage to our history as well. All right. Affirmations of the day. My bad, y'all. Affirmations of the day. Actually, this is one of my most favorite segments. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't noticed, I really love the affirmations of the day. Affirmations of the day, it again, it's one of those things where you can set the tone of your day, set the temperature. Make sure that when you start, it's a Monday, you know what I'm saying, right now. And you can set the tone of your day by what you release out of your mouth and what you speak over it. And so just speaking over your day in itself sometimes isn't taught, and it's a skill that you have to learn. So that's what Leo here for. This is what Noah here for. Noah gonna help you. Let me get that camera right. Seemed like I was out of frame. So Noah gonna help you understand how to get your day set right. So affirmations of the day. Affirmation 1. I have authority over my mind. All right. Your mindset is something that is phenomenal. You can achieve amazing feats if you have a solid mindset. All right. Every action was first a thought. Think about it that way. Anything that you do, your brain is computing how to do it. Just the moving of his hands, me talking in this video, anything you do, all right, any action was first a thought before the action. So much so that right now, Bezos has created this chip for the brain that will allow people to communicate with their devices, electronic devices, just through their thinking. They say right now it's going to be for people without limbs. So now that they can think it and then it's going to happen. I don't know about all that technology, AI and all of these chips and all of this stuff. Yeah, all of these sci-fi movies we was watching and have been watching, they ain't lying. They researching this stuff and doing this stuff. So anyway, all your actions are first a thought. All right, I'm gonna stay on topic here because I love sci-fi and all of that, and I almost went down the wormhole. So I'm gonna reel it back in. So, bow. Affirmation number 1. All right. Next affirmation, I will laugh more. All right. So the treat that I gave you about some of the 5 benefits. Now, there are a ton more benefits of laughter, but I gave you 5 in this video. If you're just coming on, play it back. Check out the treat 5 benefits of laughter. I will laugh more. Promise yourself, watch a movie, listen to a funny radio segment, whatever the case, whatever you have to do, laugh more. It's healthy for you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. And then sometimes you just have to cry and get it out so you can get back to laughing. So whatever you do, however order you put that in, laugh more. All right. I am and always will be enough. All right. So I'm gonna let that sizzle a little bit. I'm gonna take a sip real quick. All right. Plus, I had to show off my new mug. So I am and always will be enough. All right. So take that however you need to take that, but apply it to your life, apply it to your mindset, apply it to your work ethics, apply it to everything, apply it to relationships, apply it to you loving you. You are enough for whatever you need to be enough for. Just connect with the source and pray to the Father that He revealed to you a lot of attributes that you really didn't even know you had. So you are enough. All right. I let go of any negative feelings about myself or my life and accept all that is good. All right. I'm just leave it there. Take a screenshot, adopt it, understand it. And the final affirmation, I acknowledge my own self-worth. My confidence is rising. All right. So when you acknowledge your self-worth, you don't have to have anybody else to acknowledge it for you. At the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, when you wake up, if you're not with a significant other, most time when you waking up, uh-oh. All right. So you have to realize with affirmations, it's about you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do the work for you by any means necessary. Don't let nobody else stop you from that. All right. So those were our affirmations of the day. And I will go into the proverb of the day. So, proverb of the day aligns with what we're talking about today. And again, Proverbs is a great book. There are 31 books in Proverbs. There's a book of Proverbs for every day of the month, except February. Well, February is shortened, so read a couple of extra books. But if you're getting started reading the Word again, if you need to stay woke and you don't want to get sleep and you need something quick to read and you need wisdom and strategies, go to Proverbs. Whatever day of the month it is, go to that book of Proverbs. All right. So the Proverbs of today, the time of the recording being February 5th, is Proverbs 5. So 5 and 10, let strangers feast on your wealth and your toil enrich the house of another. Man, read that slow. All right. So kind of like how Jay-Z went off on the Grammys, kind of how when you look at what I'm about to talk about next about our Black history, when you really look in the mirror and you look at your job, when you look at certain aspects, you're full of wealth. You're a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of skills. Excuse me. All since the month has started, I've been giving you Black history factors and individuals that contributed to our rich history. That's a wealth of wisdom, knowledge, and skill that somebody else is getting rich off of. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you got companies that are rich, salt companies, cotton companies that were rich off the back of slavery. We are in a month that we know about slavery, and there are several companies that are paid buku money off the wealth. I was just looking at a documentary about Uncle Nearest, um, and you look at Jack Daniels. So Jack Daniel whiskey was from the knowledge and the wisdom of another man. All right. I think it was Ernest Nearest. And the brother gave Jack Daniels the recipe and the strategy on how to make the whiskey. Now that's the largest whiskey company in the country, probably. And so I'm not promoting Jack Daniels, y'all. What I'm saying is the brother that's in the picture next to Jack Daniels was the brain behind behind it. And who knows how many other companies, Fortune 500 companies, are really rich off of our knowledge, the wealth of knowledge and skills that we have. Miami, Florida was built, you know what I'm saying, on the back of our people. And a lot of Haitians and individuals built Miami. But look, when you look around Miami, who do you see? So understand you are full of wealth. You know what I'm saying? Bet on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Take a chance on yourself. Invest in you. All right. Commercial break. So let me see. Check out. Uh yes. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you said Abraham Lincoln didn't hoop, Obama did. That is true. And yes, you got to give credit where credit is due. Let me go over here, see if anybody on this side. Let me see. Let me see. Uh-oh. Did the video stop? Hey y'all, let me know if y'all can still see me on the book and whatnot. Uh let me see. Oh, Mike said he did know that. Uh-oh. Did it kick me off? Oh, okay. All right. All right. So we good. Hey, how you doing? All right. So commercial break. All right, Kendra, thanks for joining. Hey, cuz. Hey, Mike, my cuz, y'all. What's up, cuz? Thanks for joining, man. I didn't know that. Again, let me see anybody on the Instagram side. I'm taking the commercial break. Oh, okay. All right. We got some. All right. I see you on the Instagram side. All right. I'm gonna get back to the regular schedule program. But hey, I appreciate y'all joining. You know what I'm saying? Again, Coffee with Leo. Currently, hey, y'all, this is the pilot stage. So the commercial break is to let you know this. One, Coffee with Leo is in the pilot stage right now. There will be some adjustments to when I come on live versus some shifts. Right now, we're getting acclimated. So this is going to take off to another level. But I appreciate y'all being day ones. You know what I'm saying? The videos that you currently see now, if you came in and you didn't catch all of it, do me a favor. Go to Balancing Life with Leo Richards on the YouTube page and subscribe. The full length videos will be on the YouTube side. So when I take it down from the gram and when I take it down from Facebook, you can always catch these segments on YouTube. So I need to build that platform up. I'm constantly working. So tomorrow will be Lovely Tuesdays. So each day will have its own theme. So Mondays are Mindful Mondays. So it's always about getting your mind set for the week and making sure that, you know, hey, you understand what Mondays are. You understand how to go into certain elements of your week. All right. So Monday is going to be opening up your mind. All right. And getting your week started. Tuesdays, relationship based, whether it be family, friends, romantic, whatever the case may be. Lovely Tuesdays are about relationship. Working Wednesdays, more about careers and things of that nature. And then Thursdays, more about your health. And then Fridays is a recap of the week. So right now, that's the way that I'm lining things out. That each day has a purpose in itself so that you understand. And then Fridays is also preparing for the week ahead. So there's a Leoism, prepare for the week ahead. That's probably gonna be the Leoism of the day. Actually, it is. Always prepare for your week. So, with nothing more, again, understand, continue to follow this. If you got any individuals that you believe would make a great guest on here, send them my way. You know what I'm saying? I love to bounce ideas off of other individuals and chop it up. But without further ado, that was a long commercial break. So, I'm going to get into protecting our history. So, today is about protecting our history. And so, there's certain elements about what's going on that if you ain't paid no attention to it, whatnot, I got something for you right here. So one, it's an election year. Coming in November, we're gonna be voting, but we got to understand why are you voting? You know what I'm saying? So trust me, stay tuned. You wanna know what I'm about to give you. I'm gonna be quick about this. I won't be extra long-winded. I'm gonna go through some things, but why are you voting? What do you need to know about voting? What is critical about this year? And if you don't pay attention to this, I'm telling you, you're gonna regret it. And you're gonna be looking like, dang. So Leo got to point something out to you. Why are you voting? So I'm gonna get right to it. One, I'm gonna share this right here. And Jesus answered and said to them, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar, and to God the things that are God. And they marveled at him. Why did I post this? The reason why I posted this is be mindful of what you're voting for. All right, because Caesar is the ruler. All right, our government, our president, our senators, and the people that we elect and put in office. You know what I'm saying? They make the bills and the laws that are attacking you right now. All right. So when they put these laws in place and then you complaining about it, that's what you voted for. So I've often went on record about, voting and whatnot. I've often went on record about whether or not you should consider voting independent. Why or why not? So I have a fact for you that right now, at least 44 states, right now, there's a bill in place and whatnot. There's a bill in place to remove Black history from the books. You know what I'm saying? All right. If you haven't already, look up critical race theory, CRT. If nothing else, look up critical race theory. All right. Right now, critical race theory is fighting to keep our history in the school books, in schools, in education. All right. And currently, right now, there are about 44 states that either already passed the bill or have a bill on the table to remove Black history from the education as it's currently written, so that they can replace it with their own crap. All right. So why is this important? It don't matter if you're in a red state or a blue state. 44 states means there's Democratic states and there's Republican states that all have this on the book to remove Black history in education. So if our children and certain individuals are not aware of certain elements of what America truly is and what goes on around the world, they would never know. Why? Because we're not doing anything about it. All right. Your governor is currently either signed off or signing off. Yes, Florida, Iowa. You know what I'm saying? So many, even Georgia. I'm in Georgia, and Georgia has it on the books. You know what I'm saying? And there's a link that I'm going to share with you guys. All right. So there's a link that at the end of the day, I'm going to share with you guys. And let me see. So right here, that right there, BET and CBS has a special that's coming out on February 19th. And I want you guys to really check that out. The reason why is because on this, it's an hour special that's telling you why it's so important. So I'm not going to take a lot of time on this right here on this live, breaking it down, but it did grieve my spirit. You know what I'm saying? It grieved my spirit so much because as I looked into it and I saw how critical it was right in front of us, you know what I'm saying? They're stripping our history and heritage away. How can we continue to celebrate Black history? I saw a post where somebody said, Black history is every day for me, but in February, I'm Black. All right. So y'all see my hue. I'm gonna tell you something. It was at one point in time in life when I was young, and this is why it probably hit me so hard. At one point in time in life when I was younger, I wanted to bleach my skin. You know what I'm saying? Because I was used to being lighter than what I am now. And yes, it's true. I used to be lighter than what I am now. And so we used to go swimming every year to the pool. And one year I didn't lighten up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm from the Midwest. So in the wintertime, you typically lighten back up, whatever you get dark over the summer. And this year I didn't lighten back up. I stayed dark. It was around 11 or 12 or something. And I remember going to my mom, who's also a similar complexion, probably a little lighter than me, which she is. And I told her, you know, hey, I had an issue with my hue and I didn't want to be dark. I was a Michael Jackson fan. I heard he bleached his skin, and which I believe is false now. But I wanted to bleach my skin. To my mom's credit, she didn't get offended as a Black woman and, you know, tell me no. She supported what it was I wanted to do. And she protected me as her child by supporting me. And she got it. Now, was that the right decision? Absolutely. Because in the moment after she got it, you know, I went back to her. I told her thank you. And I told her I don't believe God want me to change my skin. And she let me know. She said, I knew you would get it. You know what I'm saying? Why do I say that? I say that because sometimes we have to allow people to develop in their own pace. There are some people who understand politics. There are some who don't. And then if you have a platform, if you have a voice, you have insight and wisdom, we have to be able to expose what's really going on in our governmental system to people who are not going to follow the news. Denzel Washington was interviewed about some things that was untrue that was being promoted. And he said something to the extent and to the fact that if you don't watch the news, you're uninformed. If you do watch it, then it's a little tainted. Which one do you do? It's all about truth. At the end of the day, it's all about presenting and promoting what's true. People want to be the first to get information out there, and they don't care if it's true. Right now, there's a lot of truth that your government, your governors and politicians are trying to remove from the books. They're trying to erase history, what they did to our people, their oppression. There are certain people who are afraid to speak on this level about what we went through. And it's like, well, we're here now, so let's forget about the past. No, let's not, because there's still oppressions. Our whole system, from the way we're policed, when you look at the Supreme Court justices, only 8 out of the rich history of the United States, only 8 were not white Caucasian men. All of the Supreme justices, except 8, were white Caucasian men. Think about that. And of the 8 that were not, what side did they stand on? Did they really stand for you? So we have to be really mindful of where we're at. We have to understand the laws and the bills that are being passed. We're under a principality that the whole system is set up in a certain way. And if you vote based on color, you're voting blindly. All right. So I'm gonna leave this with you. This is something that I heard in service from my pastor, Pastor Mo, and he made a statement that said, just because you have eyes to see doesn't mean you have vision. All right. And then he gave a scripture, Isaiah 43:19. Now, I love that. That's super dope. You know why I love that? Most men have vision. Most leaders have vision. And at the end of the day, if you don't understand and you can't acknowledge those who have foresight, they can see the things that you can't. That's an element that I would challenge you to understand. Again, look up critical race theory. Look up the initial CRT. Understand what's on the books. Tune in, put it on your calendar for February 19th to watch this special. And they will let you know. All of these states have a rich history of oppression. Those that are trying to remove the history. All right. So one, it's okay if you don't understand what critical race theory is. It's okay if you don't understand why it's important. It is important that you know why you're voting and who you're voting for. Because the very people that you're voting for, no matter if they're blue or red, could be the very people that's supporting a bill to remove an education, a history, and knowledge that supports you. It can be the very thing that keeps Blacks from getting loans, business loans. It can be the very thing that can move into another bill. So anytime something major is happening that's entertaining us, always turn your attention to what bill is being passed right up under your nose. All right. I'm telling you, anytime when Cat Williams was blazing a trail, had everybody bugging up online, it was a bill that they promoted and nobody was paying attention to it. All right. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? If nothing else, I had to, make sure we laughed. I had to make sure we prayed. I had to make sure that we took care of what we need to take care of. And at the end of the day, play this back. But I'm going to end it on this prayer. Heavenly Father, I thank you, give you all honor, glory, and praise. I myself repent of anything that was said, done, felt that was unpleasing unto you. I pray that your warring angels come down, seal these prayers, and cover the minds of the viewers, the individuals that are watching this. Give them supernatural insight of what's really going on. Show them the principalities of imps, demons, and devils that runs this world and the laws and the bills that they're trying to pass right up under their nose. Allow your prayer warriors, your intercessors, your children of God to protect this land that you have entrusted us with. These things I pray in your name. Amen. I pray that you don't just listen to this and think of it as a political jargon and understand that your well-being, life as you know it, is in jeopardy if you don't pay attention to what you're voting for. So don't vote red or blue. You know what I'm saying? Vote for principles and do a little research and study on who you're voting for. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm not going to recommend anybody. You know what I'm saying? I will do a little bit. I will cover individuals, but I won't tell you what choice to make. You have to pray on it. You have to be led, and you have to understand that your livelihood and well-being is at stake. All right. Before I go, thank you, Liz. All right. Make sure, let me see. Appreciate, hey, good to see you again. Marco, good to see you again, man. Yes, there are things seen and unseen. There are principalities. You know what I'm saying? We're on earth. We're in a world that's ran by demonic forces. You know what I'm saying? You hear about you hear about all of these islands and all these other things. You getting caught up in Diddy, when in reality, Diddy is just a cover-up. While they got you attacking Diddy, they're passing a bill that's going to jeopardize your well-being and your history. So anytime they got something like that in the news, turn on CNN, turn on Fox, go to their websites. It's something major that's at stake. All right. So hopefully you got a good laugh. Hopefully you got a good smile. Hopefully you got some encouragement, and hopefully you embrace the knowledge of today. Tune in tomorrow for Lovely Tuesday. It's going to be a good one, I promise you. And then nothing else. Spiritual, mental lifestyle in that order. Go subscribe to Balancing Life with Leo Richards. I appreciate you tuning in today. Love you with the love of the Lord. Peace.